Feckers. I've been asked this question a few times over the past few weeks, but it came up again last week by Jamie Hayes, whose question is on the screen right now. Please go out and check on his channel and everything else. So yeah, but the question is, how do I get so comfortable doing commentaries? I don't. I panic every time I've got to do a commentary. It's sort of like, will I remember everything that I need to say? Will I stutter? Will I go but, or so, or oh, you know, just the usual stuff where your mind just goes blank and then you start thinking, what the hell do I say next? But there's a few tips that I do use, you know, there's a few things that I use and, you know, I've learned from other people. And I keep saying, you know, see, it's, it's not so simple, but yeah. The tips are, firstly, jot down notes. Don't write a speech. Don't write, because people can tell that you're just reading it from a screen or a piece of paper. So don't write a speech. Don't write it out word for word, because then it's not realistic, it's not personal, and it's not to your subscribers, so to speak. So make notes of what you want in the video. So just, you know, little bullet points of the topics that you want to cover, the things that you want to cover, and then keep that in front of you so you can look down on it and it's sort of like it's there. It gives you that reminder of what you want to add and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, always do that. Secondly, never try and do a commentary if your mind isn't focused on what you're doing. If you've got noise in the background, it's going to put you off. If you've got people in the room with you, that's going to put you off, because you're going to be more nervous over the fact that you're talking to yourself and they're going to think you've gone totally crazy. So always try and find the right environment to actually do the commentary. If you can be alone, it's even better, because then you can just focus on what you're saying. You can focus on what is in front of you and you're not actually thinking, what are people doing behind my back? So sometimes it is best if you can just go to a room by yourself, or if you can just have, you know, the time for yourself to actually go focus and just get the commentary done. Don't always worry about getting it done in one take either. It's not always possible. Sometimes you have to sort of like listen back and then you'll think to yourself, well, that don't actually sound right, I want to change that. Nobody is saying you have to be perfect. You can add bits, you can cut bits out of your commentaries. You do not need to use the whole thing. So always keep that in mind. You know, you can always go back and change a little bit and then cut the what bit out and then add that bit in. So it's pretty simple to do that. Don't always think you have to do it perfect and you have to get the whole thing done in one go. Okay, third on the list is just be yourself. Don't put on any airs and graces. You know, just be who you are. Use your personality for your channel. Don't try and copy what other people are doing, because people want to see individuality. I can't even say the word. But individuality on your channel. They don't want a copy of somebody else. They want to see who you are. They want to watch what you do. They want to see how you do things. So don't go copying what other people are doing. Okay, if you want to use voices, if you want to use sound effects or whatever, do it. But do it in your own style. Never try and copy what somebody else or one of the big YouTubers is doing, because that just makes you their clone more than anything. It doesn't make you an individual on your channel. People like to see who you are. They don't want to see a copy of somebody else. They want to see what you can do for yourself. They want to know you as a person, and they want to know you and your personality. They don't want a personality of somebody else that you can't carry off. So with that in mind, just be who you are. Be yourself. Use your own voice. Obviously, if you want to use, you know, sound effects and all the other stuff, go ahead, but at least let them know who the real person is. That way they get to know you before you add all the rest. And that is the main thing. Just be you. last but not least, the easiest way that I can say how to commentate, because it's hard to talk to yourself, I know that. Even though I seem to find it quite easy these days, but yeah, it is hard to talk to yourself. I do get that. And the way I do it is I always imagine that there's somebody in front of me, a friend, or, you know, I just imagine that there's somebody there that I am talking to. I'm not in a room all by myself. There's somebody with me, or there's a few people in front of me, and it's like I am talking to them people. Always try and engage your audience, as in talk to your audience. Never talk as in, you know, it's just you. You have to try and involve your audience too with your commentaries. So ask them questions, you know. I mean, if you're doing I don't know, a gameplay on something, and you find the gameplay kind of, well, boring or something, then you just say to your, you know, say to the subscribers, but okay, so I'm finding this totally pissing me off right now. How would you feel? You know, just involve them in the video. Try and involve them as much as you can. And that is the main tips I can give you. The more you practice, the better it gets, supposedly. If you look back on my old videos, it was absolutely terrible. It's not much better now, but I'm me. I am who I am, and I am not going to change for anybody. So I think my subscribers sub to me because of who I am, and because I don't give a shit. I just do what I do, and they seem to accept it, and your subscribers will do the same. That's the only advice I can actually give right now. As I said, practice makes perfect. So keep practicing, keep trying new things, and make sure you write those bullet points, because they really do help. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope I give you a few pointers, and I will speak to you all soon. Take care. Bye.